Whoodle versus Goldendoodle. The Doodle category of dogs is getting so popular these days that there are some that many dog lovers haven't even heard of yet. Of course, dog ownership isn't a popularity contest, and broadening your horizons can actually help to pair you with the perfect animal for your unique interests and hobbies. Today we're going to be looking at one of the rarer doodle breeds out there, the Whoodle, and pit them against the most popular doodle, the Goldendoodle. This will give you a better idea of what makes the Whoodle unique, and it is also the perfect guide for those of you that are new to our channel and looking to find out more about doodles. Before we get started, if you could please leave a like on the video, that really helps us out and we appreciate it a lot. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get to know these dogs a little better. Introducing the Whoodle. What is a Whoodle? Well, like all doodle breeds, it is part doodle, but they also inherit genetics from the Wheaten terrier as well. Wheaten terriers are pretty small, and so Whoodles are slightly smaller than your average doodle, but they have a big personality to make up for it. These are also great farm dogs, and they excel at activities like herding too. Don't get us wrong though, Whoodles are also really fun-loving creatures, and they make great companions as well. Their silly personalities and high level of intelligence give them a pretty unique demeanor, which makes them really fun to own. Introducing the Goldendoodle. Goldendoodles are considered, pun intended, the gold standard of the doodle family, and are also the original doodle to boot. These dogs are the result of crossing a poodle with a golden retriever. They're also significantly bigger than the Whoodle, although there are multiple sizes that can close the gap quite a bit. While the Whoodle can be described as a little trickster with a silly personality, the Goldendoodle is the definition of a family lapdog. They love company and want to be involved in everything that you get into. These are also known to be extremely active dogs, which is something we will get more into in just a little bit. Their energy levels mean you will have to take that into consideration if you want to bring a Goldendoodle home, since they won't like being cooped up all day, and they will hate being alone even more. Whoodle details and fun facts. Just how small is a Whoodle? Well, usually about 11 to 20 inches in height and 30 to 45 pounds at full size. You'll notice a little bit of a range in their sizes, and that's because both the Whoodle and Goldendoodle are hybrid dogs. That means things like their coat color, size, and even their personality will vary a little more than purebred dogs, which means you'll have a more unique experience with these dogs. Whoodles come in a variety of colors, and you can even find some with dual-colored coats as well. Brown, gray, black, red, or cream are all pretty common colors that you can find this dog sporting. And if you can believe it, there are even more than that out there. When it comes to the coat itself, there is also some variety amongst the breed, which is true for all doodles. Whoodles are known for their extremely soft coats, and they're also hypoallergenic and non-shedding. Whoodles tend to have wavy coats, and some people say they have the softest coat you'll ever pet, which they get from their Wheaten terrier genetics. A little more about the Goldendoodle. Goldendoodles are some of the most recognizable dogs on the planet right now, but there is a lot more customization out there than you may think. For example, Goldendoodles come in 3 different size categories, which range from 15 all the way up to around 90 pounds. These dogs are pretty large, and that's part of the reason why they have what seems like an endless battery supply. Many people love the teddy bear-like golden color of the Goldendoodle, especially with their curly hair, but you can also find Goldendoodles in other colors, like black, yellow, cream, or red too. It's less common than with the Whoodle, but you may also find a dual-colored Goldendoodle walking around too, although they tend to be more expensive based on their rarity. These dogs also famously inherit their poodle parents' hypoallergenic coat, which is great for people who struggle with dog allergies. The Woodle's temperament and what training will look like. Whoodles are very fun dogs to own, since they have a personality that really shines through. These are positive dogs that also tend to be pretty affectionate toward their owners. They're pranksters too, and love to mess around. If you're looking for a dog that you can just tell is quick-witted, then this might be the pet for you. Whoodles are curious and love to play, and they do really well as a companion on a hike or walking at a park or on the beach. They are explorers by nature and are pretty good at socializing with other dogs and people, although you should be aware they tend to inherit a pretty strong herding nature that may come up around other dogs or even people. They're protective and a little territorial, but it shouldn't ever get to the point where you feel like they may do something aggressive or scare someone. It is, however, something you may want to try and train out of them while they're still young and learning. Speaking of which, Whoodles are super easy to train, and it's also good for them in terms of mental stimulation too. These dogs want to impress you, and so they're quick to learn tricks, commands, or really anything too. These dogs may be small, but they're pretty active, so you're going to want to aim for about 90 minutes of outdoor time a day if possible. This could mean letting them play outside, walking them, or whatever you have in mind, but they just need to burn some of that energy out in order to be themselves. If you have other animals, these dogs are perfect to let play with them, as it is literally in their nature to interact with other pets around. Obviously, Whoodles are great whether you're a veteran dog owner or entirely new to it, and are also perfect for a family environment. Goldendoodle personality and training. Goldendoodles are also pretty smart, since both the Golden Retriever and Poodle are some of the smarter breeds out there. These dogs became so popular in the first place because of their laid-back, family-friendly nature, and they fit well into most home dynamics. The only thing you really must provide to a Goldendoodle is stimulation, as these dogs are even more active than the Whoodle. You also want to make sure that you have the proper time and attention to pay to the Goldendoodle, since they can become pretty sad if they aren't with their family for extended periods of time. As a result, some people consider this dog to be a bit high maintenance, but most people are happy to give these dogs their love and affection. A Goldendoodle rewards your efforts by being one of the easiest dogs to train, and they lack the stubborn streak that some Whoodles can develop. Goldendoodles aim to please above all else and do best with positive reinforcement during the training stage as a result. Woodle health and lifespan. Health and lifespan is an important factor to many owners, and luckily both the Whoodle and Goldendoodle tend to be on the healthier side of things. These dogs usually live about 12 years, and as they're smaller, they can sometimes live well past that mark. Although the Whoodle isn't tremendously popular, it's still important that you go to the right breeder. Making sure they have the right kind of paperwork and are reputable can go a long way in making sure you spend a long and happy life with your dog, and that you don't have to deal with any health concerns. When it comes to the Whoodle, you should be most aware of the following conditions and ailments: eye infections, kidney problems, dental issues, and a few forms of dysplasia aren't tremendously common, but they can pop up on occasion, so it's best to have a vet that you trust perform regular checkups on your companion. Goldendoodle lifespan and worries. Goldendoodles also live to be about 12 years, but that age range can fluctuate as well. As a very popular dog breed, the Goldendoodle has experienced some trouble with poor breeding practices, and these could drastically affect what kind of life your dog has. Again, being thorough with this stage, if you are buying from a breeder, is a very important step to take. Some things to keep in mind in terms of health issues are hip dysplasia, skin issues, and eye problems. Keeping to a healthy diet goes a long way in helping with any skin concerns, while most of the other issues can be prevented by keeping a good eye on your pet's health. So, which dog is the best pick? The Whoodle or the Goldendoodle? It's impossible to pick a de facto favorite, but we would love to hear what you all think in the comments down below. These dogs both have their own things they excel at, and so it's really all up to preference at the end of the day. But that wraps up our dog breed comparison today. If you enjoyed the video and haven't liked the video yet, please do, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. That's all for us today, but we will see you again soon.